Alright, there's the bell class. As you can see, I've already put your Bellringer for today up on the board. So go ahead and take about 4 minutes to write down your answer. And basically all I'm asking is you've probably had a chance to take a look at this rig that I've set up. And what I want to know is what happens when I take this white ball and let it roll down this ramp and into the black ball. I want to know what factors you think are going to be influencing this collision. Stuff we've talked about so far in physics, or stuff you've seen in your everyday life. And then I want to know what you think is going to happen to the black ball, and what you think is going to happen to the white ball after they hit. So go ahead and take about 4 minutes, write down your answer, and then I'll collect them. 4 minutes later. Alright, go ahead and hand them in, class. Alright, but keep in mind your answers because I want to talk about this. This is what's going to introduce our lesson today. Alright, so what did you say? What factors in regard to this little rig I built do you think is going to influence the collision? Exactly, how steep this ramp is, how steep it is, and that relates to height. Exactly, how many of my phone books I stuck in here when I created it. If I put, say, another 2 or 3 phone books in there, the ramp is going to be steeper, and that's going to cause the ball to move faster, absolutely. Basically, the ball, if it's higher up, there's more of a chance for gravity to act on it and drive it down faster into the black ball. So what else is going to affect the collision? What else are we looking at? What the balls are made of. That's also a possibility. Are they rubber? Are they, this is more of a porcelain material, but are they wood? And absolutely, that's going to affect what happens when they hit. But what else? What else is going to affect it? How big the balls are. They look about the same size, but it could be a fact that this was like a full-size 8 ball, and this was like this little white ball, or the other way around. And that's also going to affect how hard they hit. But what else? What else are we looking at? Of course, the location of the 8 ball. Right now I've tried to have it like right at the bottom, right exactly lined up with the white ball. But what if I had it off to here so the white ball would just barely clip it? How is that going to affect the collision? Will it be harder? Will it be lighter? Will they go in the same direction or opposite directions? So basically all these factors we're talking about, all this stuff is related to a term in physics called momentum. We denote it with a bold P, which means it's a vector quantity, and that is equal to mass, what we talked about, whether it was a small ball or a big ball, if they're the same size, what they're made out of, times velocity, how fast it's going, which we talked about how steep the ramp is. And basically, that's going to influence this one term, momentum, is what is going to influence this collision. Now this term looks similar to something we've already learned, which is kinetic energy, right? Kinetic energy, as you recall, is equal to 1/2 mv squared. So we're dealing with the same terms here. Basically, there's only 2 variables that are affecting it, mass and velocity. Except, if you look, it's different. I mean, there's the 1/2 there, but also velocity is squared in kinetic energy, and it's only linear here. So you could have something that's going really fast, will have a lot more velocity, but not quite as much momentum. Both mass and velocity are equally as important in momentum. Alright, so let's go ahead and run this rig and see what happens. Nothing ever goes according to plan when you're teaching. Alright, here we go. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now we have our collision. Alright, so what happened at the collision? Exactly, the black ball went much faster than the white ball. The white ball basically picked up all its speed and hit, and then slowed down significantly and transferred a lot of that momentum, the velocity, because they both have the same mass, so it transferred that velocity to the black ball. And so it lost a lot of its own velocity and started going slower. So what is this related to? What do we know causes an object to move? What causes motion? Exactly, forces. And F is equal to ma, as we've already learned. So we already know these 2 factors. You know kinetic energy, which is similar to momentum, and we know forces, which are what influencing momentum. When the white ball hits the black ball, there's a force there. And basically all this comes together to influence what we're going to learn about today, which is momentum.